Hello and welcome to our viewers on ASI News Broadcast, bringing you the latest top news for today. Senators call for federal gas tax hike. Low gas prices have rekindled talk on Capitol Hill about raising the federal gas tax to eliminate huge annual deficits in the Federal Highway Trust Fund that pays for road and bridge work around the country. While some top Republicans remain adamant a tax hike is not the answer, there are signs that the idea, including one from Senator Bob Corker of Tennessee, is at least getting a fresh look. Corker and Senator Chris Murphy, Democrat from Connecticut, have proposed raising the federal gas tax by 12 cents over 2 years and indexing it to inflation. To make the concept more palatable to fiscal conservatives, the measure would lower other taxes. The 18.4 cent per gallon gas tax hasn't been raised since 1993. As vehicles have become more efficient, the revenue generated by the tax has dropped. Funding for the Highway Trust Fund expires in May, and transportation officials in Tennessee and other states are holding back projects until uncertainty about the federal money is addressed. Senator John Thune, Republican from South Dakota, chairman of the Senate Commerce, Science, and Transportation Committee, said this week a gas tax increase could not be ruled out. Republican Senator Jim Inhofe of Oklahoma, chairman of the Senate Environment and Public Works Committee, agreed. They did not endorse Corker's bill, but their comments represent more of an opening than when gas prices topped $4 a gallon. The Highway Trust Fund will be short more than $160 billion over the next 10 years. Maintaining and expanding the nation's transportation infrastructure is one of the few big issues with strong bipartisan support in Congress, but a long-term solution to the Highway Trust Fund deficit has been elusive, with Congress passing short-term fixes. The process has been tumultuous for state officials who can't plan multi-year transportation projects without knowing how they'll be paid for. In the House, Speaker John Boehner of Ohio opposes an increase in the gas tax. Reacting to Corker's proposal, he said Thursday, "There are a lot of people with a lot of ideas. We've got to find a way to deal with America's crumbling infrastructure, and we need to do it in a long-term program that is in fact funded." 5 guns found in car of Idaho shooting spree suspect. Investigators found 5 guns and a laptop computer in the vehicle of a man suspected of killing 3 people in a shooting spree Saturday, a police chief said Sunday, but they hadn't yet uncovered any motive for the rampage. John Lee, 29, was arrested following a high-speed chase in nearby Washington state after the shootings. Police believe he opened fire at 3 locations in the western Idaho city of Moscow, killing his landlord, his adoptive mother, and a manager at a restaurant his parents frequented. A Seattle man was also critically injured. Investigators searched Lee's car and apartment late Saturday night, Moscow Police Chief David Duke said. They found 2 semi-automatic pistols, a revolver, and a shotgun and a rifle in the vehicle, along with a laptop, he said. Ballistics tests were expected to help determine which weapons might have been used in shootings. The first death was that of Lee's adoptive mother, Terry Grzybilski, 61, at her home. Police said Lee then headed to Northwest Mutual Life Insurance, where he shot her landlord, David Trail, 76, who was a local businessman and the brother of a former state representative, as well as Michael Chin, 39, of Seattle. Upon leaving the insurance office, the shooter drove to an Arby's restaurant and asked for the manager. When she appeared, he pulled out a gun and opened fire. The manager, Belinda Niebuhr, 47, died at the Moscow hospital. Lee was taken to a Colfax hospital for treatment of minor injuries before he was booked into the Whitman County Jail on a charge of felony eluding. Duke said Idaho authorities had issued an arrest warrant for Lee for investigation of 3 counts of first-degree murder and 1 of attempted murder, and he said they could take Lee into custody from Washington state by Monday unless he fights extradition. Moscow is a city of about 25,000 people in northern Idaho. It's about 10 miles from Pullman, Washington. And those were the latest news brought to you from the American Studies Institute from Tehran. You can also check our website at www.asipress.us. Thanks for watching.